Now let me tell y'all something about dreams. Listen up, because this is something I found out a long time ago that goes against everything you see in a movie, on TV, or what your great-grandma may have told you when you were a kid. See, dreams don't happen overnight. That ain't how it works. See, they come to you in the daylight. You got to be awake. Because, baby, you got to run dreams down. See, that chase is where we learn the most about ourselves. To take that extra step, that extra mile, that extra rep. Now look here. You don't never know how long it's gonna take, or exactly what it'll look like when you get there. The only thing you know is you can never stop. So, question time. What's your dreams? What's your dream? Are you willing to do what it takes to make that dream a reality? No. See, not while you're sleeping, but every darn day you wake up. Because if it does, good morning. Now give me my darn theme.
Yo, what's going on, man? What is going on? Y'all know what time it is, man. The one and only Coach Dre in the building. Your CEO's in the building. Rolling Media's in the building. We back like we never left before, man. What's up, man? What's going on, family? Let us know in the chat who's in the building, what is going on. Talk to us.
Man, you know, we just here, man. We here down here in Florida. I mean, we on spring break down here, so these kids out, the University of Florida out, so they had 1 week of practice. So they're gonna do the same thing like Colorado. They'll come back next week and go back to practice. So we just chilling and doing what's best. You know what I'm saying?
Mic check. Everything good?
Yeah.
It's an echo on one of the ends.
Hold on, it might be me. Hold on. That's better?
Mic check.
Yeah. You good?
It's still a little echo. Hold on. Let me restart this right quick.
We'll be right back, y'all. Give us 1 sec. He's trying to see if it's echoing.
Everything good? Sound better?
Yep.
We good? Let me know, chat. Let me know how we looking, man. How we feeling, man? What's good? Man, what's good, man? Hey, man, let us know, man. We are checking in from, we are tuning in from, man. Hope everything is well with everybody in the building, man. Strong Island in the building, man. Salute to y'all, man. I just want to make sure we good. All right. But all right. Let me just go ahead and say this right now before somebody come in this chat and ask something. Please do not ask about Kamani. I'm just going to tell you right now, don't ask about Kamani. He good. We good. And leave it at that. I ain't answering no questions, all right? But shout out to New York in the building, Alaska in the building. I know we got Florida up in the building. If you from St. Louis, y'all know what day it is, all right? Big St. Louis Day. Shout out to everybody that's from the Lou. Y'all know I'm from St. Louis, man. Stop the cap.
Tell him to stop, man.
Bro, you are not from Lincoln, Nebraska, dog. Stop with that, bro.
Come on, just early.
Stop with all that. Lucia in the building, man. All right, listen, if you from St. Louis, you know what day it is, man. In St. Louis, you know, say 314 day. The Lou, y'all know what it is, what it ain't, what it could be, what it should be. And if you know, it's a party going on in St. Louis. But hey, we all know Law Dog is trolling. If you don't know, man, please don't answer him with that. Please don't answer him with that, man. Hey, Law, man, just go ahead and come on up, man, because you've been asking some stuff, man. Come up here, man. What's up, man? Pull up, man. Pull up, Law. You've been on this Nebraska stuff heavy, Law. What's up, man? Richmond, Texas in the building, man. Salute to y'all, man. We know he trolling, man. We know he ain't from there. Oh, doing the chicken head all day, bro. Y'all hilarious, man. Ollie, come on, dog. We gonna see, man. All right, I'll give you 20 minutes back. All right, so, nah, man, his sister addressed it on Twitter. You know, she been addressing a lot of things on Twitter with people going back and forth, man. But at the end of the day,
But
man,
that's
unless he publicly come out and say something, or his mom publicly come out and say something, man, just start with
and
the
that
BS, man. Cause
and that's the biggest thing I want y'all to understand is like it's not just this man y'all affected. He has a mother, he has a sister, he has family members, and nobody wants to get on Twitter and see their family members getting drugged through the mud. And then that's the thing, y'all people taking it to the far extremes. Like if it was to happen, which I don't think it is, but if it was to happen, that's that kid's and his parents and his family's decision. Now, nobody's gonna be upset with him because he does it or what he does. Jordan Seaton, he addressed it. So like people that see him on a day-to-day basis and talk with him, if those type of people aren't saying that, then y'all leave it alone. Let them people, let that young man do whatever he feel best for him or whatever, whatever the circumstance is. Y'all don't know what the circumstance is. Everybody just guessing. So just leave them people, let them people live, man. And just come on, Doc. Come on, Doc. Don't start with us today.
I let you have it. You got it. Hey, listen, you got it. You got it. You got it. But I'll say this in a sense. If something truly was happening with Kermani, there are certain people that would have went live yesterday, but would have said something. So that's how you know something wasn't really going on. I'm just gonna keep it like that. I don't need to say nothing else. There are certain people that would have went live yesterday if something really was going on with Kermani, and I'm gonna leave it at that. I ain't gotta say nothing else. I ain't gotta talk about it, but I just want to get ahead of it before somebody come in here talking some BS. If they know this, they know that. I promise you, you don't know. But I'm leaving. Let me leave it alone. Let me leave it alone.
And that's another thing. Don't come on this platform talking about what you know and we don't because we gonna dismiss you real quick because we don't. Again, that's them people business. When they want to announce it, they announce whatever they want to announce. We not doing none of that. We not definitely not downgrading no kids. We definitely not
But
downgrading no kids.
speaking of that, that's all over, man. We just gonna move forward. We're 4 days away. From the spring ball, 18th being here, right? What is one of the things? What's one of the things that you most excited for to find out about the defense? Because everybody always talk about the offense, but nobody really talk about the defense, right? And what they're excited for coming out of spring. What are you most excited for coming out of spring? What are you looking for coming out of the spring?
What I'm looking for is again, I'm looking for consistency. I'm looking for a sense of urgency on defense. I'm looking for people that's flying around. And then like I think the biggest thing with everybody is trying to see what defense we're gonna run. Um, if you guys haven't, you can go watch. It's a 2-part episode on the pregame show with the defensive coordinator. And he states out of his own mouth is he's going to do whatever best fits this football team. So he doesn't actually. He's not exactly telling you what he's going to run, which I didn't expect him to tell y'all what he was going to run. But he said he's going to do whatever best fits um, the caliber of kids that he has. So he's gonna put the kids in the best position, and that's the biggest thing about that I like about this defensive coordinator is I think he knows what the NFL is looking for, and some of these I think you're going to see some changes in some kids' positions, and so my biggest thing is I'm looking for the intensity, the sense of urgency, and then just for us to find an identity on defense. That's my biggest thing. I definitely want us to find an identity on defense.
So do you have any questions about the coaching staff? Whether that's Warren Sapp, whether that's Coach Mathis, whether that's Coach Hart, whether that's Mr. Robert Livingston, whether that's Coach Dancy. Do you have any questions about the coaching staff?
I have none. One thing I've learned in this, I think I might take myself away from it because I'm a coach and I've been a coach for a long time. Is I never question the head man and what he's doing, and nobody has shown me that they can't coach. Nobody has shown me that no egregiousness. I know I've heard a lot about talk about Coach Hart, but I've seen Coach Hart and watched him for years, come up through the ranks and do the right thing. For those who don't know, Coach Hart was a high school coach. He won 3 state championships in the private league in the state of Texas. Same thing with Coach Mathis. So I don't have no questions, Law. I have no questions, and I understand that a lot of people feel like certain stuff shouldn't happen. But again, that was 1 year working on a fast track trying to get what you could get. And so this year, I think we have a better understanding of what we're looking for. I think they got the caliber of kids that you want, and you got to it's a state championship. It still didn't come easy. And then that last year, bro, they went out all over the nation and played, and I think they only lost like 1 game. So you know what I'm saying? So I mean, it is what it is. But I have no questions about the coaching staff. Just me. I know a lot of people do have questions about the coaching staff. Coach Dre has. I have no questions. I like what they added. Right now, the only question is Coach Sal's health, and is Coach Sal going to be okay? So that is a question. Is Coach Sal's health? Is he good? Is he going to be okay? But besides that, no, I have no questions about the coaching staff.
So I do have questions. I do have questions about the coaching staff, right? I'm gonna be frank. I do have questions, right? For me, is understanding the personnel that we got, right? Who needs to stay? Who needs to be on that field? Who needs to go, right? That's my biggest question right now. I'm not saying that some people can't evaluate, but some people gonna be put under a microscope of evaluation process of people that need to be there in the spring, the people that need to leave, the people that need to be on there in the fall. So I do got questions, right? Evaluating, the right personnel to put on the field at the same time, right? Understanding sub packages of who is your best athletes, what time to put them on the field, and what time not to have them on the field. Who your best tacklers when we going against run teams need to be on the field, right? So I do got questions. So those questions probably ain't going to be answered in the springtime. I can just tell you that right now. They're not, right? You're not going to get those answers to the fall.
Right. You're not going to.
I truly do have questions about the coaching staff, right? Now, one thing I will say, I do like Robert Livingston is his background of scouting and understanding player personnel to the NFL, right? And moving players to the position where it translates to the NFL. I'm good with that, right? But I still got questions on his play calling, right? Because I haven't seen it. I haven't seen him do it at the NFL level. So for me, what kind of play calling is he gonna, call? Is he gonna be super aggressive? Is he gonna be a balance of, a blitzing, not blitzing? What kind of coverage we play? Like, I still got questions about that. But overall, when I look at the spring and I look at the defense, like I said, I just want consistency, right? The line creating pressure, the line holding its own to create open lanes for the linebackers to go field and go attack, right? Those are the things that I really want to see come out this spring. And so will we see those things happen this spring, right? Because we keep harping that we don't got no linebackers, this, that, and the third. They don't like the linebacker play. But a lot of that is if the D-line's not doing their job, it makes it even harder for the linebackers to do their job. But also, when you go back and watch the film, you have both the linebackers running behind each other and not filling their correct gaps. So I ain't going to go back and show the film on that because if you was on my show, you seen it. That's what was happening, right? Juju fill one hole and then him come and fill that hole right behind him. Like, what are we doing? All right. So what I really want to see is consistency out of the defensive line, right? I do think we need to add 1 or 2 more pieces on the D-line, but I think throughout the spring we got enough pieces to evaluate where we are, right? And that's what I want to see. What does our D-line stack up, right? What does the rotation look like? And then, boom, who's that linebacker, right? Because at the end of the day, who's going to be on that first and second team is what's going to matter to me. And then the secondary, I'm really not too worried about because I feel like we went and got the pieces that we need, right? We don't got, I ain't gonna say his name, but we don't got, this third corner playing cornerback no more, right? I love our quarterback situation. Cormani, Travis, DJ, and the other kid that we brought in. I can't think of his name right now, but I love our corner situation. We solid. The first four are solid, right? Our secondary, our safety position, having Cooper, Shiloh, um,
Vito, Slush,
Vito,
and
Slush, and
Hodge.
Cam, right? I'm good with what we're at there. So I'm good in the secondary. My questions really right now on the defensive side relies on the defensive line and linebackers. But hey, I'm glad we upgraded from barbecue. You know what I'm saying? I was trying not to say his name, but it just come to mind every time. Just
I
but
mean, at the end of the day, but the thing that we did say is, and anybody can go back, nobody can dispute what we said. Was that we felt like he should have been moved down to where he got moved, because he's a smart kid. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. He plays the game and he thinks. He's not. He's a real deal ball player. And he's gonna do everything right. And I think a lot of times fans or people outside looking in, they don't understand that. For a coach, yeah, you can have all the talent in the world, but if you can't do the little things right, then it doesn't translate. And so some people say, well, hey, he's better than him, because you're looking at the person and you're looking at the athletic skill. But if you don't have this up here,
yeah,
if you don't have this up here, that talent, after a while, that talent kid, if I go play the same kid with the same type of talent, but he got the mindset that's different, and he doing the little things, he working harder, he the first one in, the last one out, he always on time, he do this, he do that. That's the kid that's gonna succeed, guys. That is just the truth is proven. So sometimes that outweighs the talent when you're not doing all the little things. So that's, I think a lot of people get lost in that. So that's why I say, but you made a lot of great points. It is, but I think that's why I say a lot of things gonna take care of a lot of things. If we see good defensive line play, I think we'll see better linebacker play. If we see good defensive line play, I think we'll see better secondary play. If I got to cover a man for 7 to 8 seconds, that just ain't gonna cut it. You get what I'm saying? If you ain't getting no pressure. So I think all things go hand in hand and all things work together. So that's why I say right now I'm not worried. I just want to see, like you said, we both on the same page, but we want to see consistency. And if you see that consistency, you know that we getting better. So again, I don't think we're gonna learn. You're right. I don't think we're gonna learn that, and that's another reason why I'm not really, because I don't think we're gonna learn a lot in the spring, because this is not actually
you cutting out. You cutting out. So, chat, I got something for y'all right quick, right? And here's what I'm gonna say to this, right? Um, my thing right now, and this is the question that a lot of people don't talk about right now. When you look at this linebacker group, we need to find out who is going to be the leader in the linebacker room, right? Because college changed the rule this year that a lot of people are not thinking about. You get to designate one person on the field for the call. So who is that person that's going to get designated to to call in everything on defense? That's a rule that nobody's really been talking about, right? It's something that happens in the NFL, right? Normally it's the middle linebacker and normally it's the quarterback. Who is on the defense is going to be on the field with that green dot on the back of their helmet, signaling everything in, because you're not looking on the sideline no more. These are calls that's being called in to a player's helmet now that the NCAA changed this year. So who's going to step up and be that leader, right? And call the calls. Those are the things that we forget about. And so that's why my big key emphasis is on linebackers, because when you look at the linebacker group, somebody got to step up. And normally it's a linebacker who's making the calls. So
well that
that's the
I
key
mean that,
area. What I'm focused on
and,
right now is
and I'm gonna tell you
who's
right
going to be
now,
making those calls.
the person that's probably the leader in the clubhouse when you think of it that way is probably Bentley. Is probably Bentley. Between Bentley and Woods, if we talking about it that way, they're probably in the leader house, because I think they have the best IQ when you think in the coaches. You know them boys gonna do everything right. They gonna do all that. Me personally, I like Webster. Hey, I'll go for that, Mac. I'll go for that. Shiloh,
But
I'll go
but
for
but
that.
see, here's the
But
difference though.
but I'm gonna tell
You're
you why that. Go ahead.
Here's the difference. Here's the difference, Mac. That was because they were making these poster boards and calling stuff off the sideline. You got to look at the sideline. You don't got to look at the sideline no more. This is something that's being called directly to the person in the helmet. So that's going to be a difference of you ain't looking to the sideline no more. What you looking over there for? All these plays are being radio in now. So Shallow did it last year, but it's going to be tough for you to do at the safety position this year. Like, because the defensive line ain't going to get the signal of what you calling. So that's the
Well, bro, but
communication
hold on.
piece of
But
when you
that's
look.
not the truth. That's not the
But hold on,
truth,
hold on.
coach.
I
Go
know
ahead.
that, but here's the point I want to say. Communication was the biggest problem with TU last year on defense. Who's going to step up and communicate with that front seven? That's what I'm trying to get to.
Well, that's why I was saying I don't really have a problem with what Mac saying, because we did that with but I mean we did it with our hand signals this year in high school, but our safety was the one who translated, and it's got to be echoed. But that's something that you have to practice and practice. So that's gonna come again with being taught how this this. I'm pretty sure they're gonna test it with many people.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, if I'm the safety and the coach is talking to me through the headset and he calls whatever he calls, it's got to be echoed. It's got to be echoed. It's definitely got to be. It definitely has to be echoed. So if it is Shiloh, he can echo the call. Then the linebacker get the call. The linebacker give the defensive line the calls and stuff like that. So it's just whoever gets it. It still has to be an echo. And everybody got to know what's going on, because uh, alignment and assignment is the biggest thing.
Hey,
Alignment and assignment is the biggest thing.
hey, I would. So here's who I got because I haven't gave my starting defense out, but right now I got Keaton Wade and I got Webster as my starting linebackers. That's what I got
Again,
my two starting linebackers.
the only reason I'm not gonna name starting linebackers right now, because I got to see what he gonna play, because I don't know what exactly what exactly formation
I just
we gonna line up in.
To me personally, this is why I got these two, right? I've seen Bentley 4 years in college and seen what it is and what it ain't, right? Not saying that Bentley can't play anything like that. I just like the talent, the speed, the versatility that Wade and Webster bring over Bentley, right? When you look at Webster, that's the sideline tackling machine. When you look at, Wade, he can go get the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? He gives you more versatility. He can go set the edge. He can come back, be that Will or Sam linebacker. Like, he gives you more versatility. With Bentley just has to be the middle linebacker. He can't do anything else but be the middle linebacker. And we've seen it over and over again, right? If you're not blitzing Bentley, what else are we gonna do with him?
Again, the only thing, and I agree. I'm not saying I disagree. I just want to see what defense we gonna run, because some kid, even with offenses, some kids excel in different types of offense and defenses. So you just don't know what you will see with this kid, because again, as you said, we don't know we don't never seen this guy call plays. But I definitely got Webster. I've watched Wade's tape. I don't know if it's Wade or not, but I definitely got Webster. I think he's gonna be a key for us. But again, I need to see if we're gonna have 2 or 3 linebackers, and that'll tell me where I'm going with the starters.
So KB,
Uh,
if you put Western in his defense last year, I promise you, his stats look way better than what they are. If you put him in here with next to Billy, no, and I'm just being honest. Sometimes when you're at certain places, you just can see certain things that line up and translate, right? And what I'm saying, a tackling machine, if you put him in that defense last year, he's just like Juju. He's going to eat up tackles. He's just flat out going to do it. If you would have put him, Webster and Juju together, you probably won't even have no complaints about the linebackers last year. But those are the things that we're looking at this in a narrow view of. This is what he did at FSU, right? I'm telling you,
FAU.
FAU, if you put him on the field with the Juju last year, you would see a total different change, right? Because he will fill the right holes in the right assignments, right? And so you plug and play. This is a different year, right? This is a different scheme. So Bentley could be definitely a lot better than what he was last year. The scheme probably didn't fit what he did. But when you turn on the tape and what you're asking Bentley to do last year, Webster is better at that and will make more plays. And that's all I'm saying.
But that's not even it. Again, and I'm not making any excuses for anybody, but if your defensive line is getting pushed back into the linebackers, or if the linebackers are being able to get up if the offensive linemen are able to get up to the second level, all I'm telling y'all is go listen to Ray Lewis. Just go listen to Ray Lewis tell y'all the reason I was a great linebacker is because I had great defensive linemen in front of me, Sarah Goose and them kind of guys. He give them guys all the credit for him being a great linebacker. So that's why I keep saying I need good defensive line play because it translates. Tell Mr. Steve to come on up here.
I had Mr. Steve come over here. Yeah. I sent the link out.
The defensive line play helps the line. I mean, the defensive line play will help the linebacker play guys. And it just is what it is. So we go again. It's a lot of things that still got to be answered. It's only one spot on defense that I'm for sure, maybe two. I'm for sure to come out my mouth and say that's starters. And that's Travis Hunter, and I'm about positive that Shador gonna start. But besides that, I think every other spot is open. Oh, and McNeil. I think McNeil is a starter.
Law dog, what's the word?
I can't call it, brother. What's up, Coach?
What's up, Papa?
I ain't know nothing, bro. Just checking in, listening to y'all.
Hey,
talk y'all
so,
talk.
I mean, when you you don't. I'm just asking. So the private league schools, and I agree because we don't look at it that way neither. But the private league school championships, y'all don't look at them the same way. I'm just asking.
No. Come on, Dre. Y'all don't even look at them championships like.
But listen, you got to remember our private schools down here, bro. They the big schools.
Yeah, but it's different. Where you go, but and where I'm from, we play by classification. So
we do too.
I'm not looking at the 1A state championship like I would look at the. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you credit for it, but I'm not gonna validate your coaching based upon that. If anything, I might give you credit for the quote unquote Jackson State, but even that's a little iffy because I don't even consider that the same type of ball as to where they at now. You know what I'm saying? Because I think it's all about talent, right? Can't y'all agree on that?
Yeah, we agree with the talent.
I'm talking about at HBCU level. I think it's more about talent than anything. I don't even think the coaching is.
But I don't. Okay, excluding Travis Hunter, I guess we exclude Travis Hunter because everybody feel like that's just you don't bring that up. But you don't think it's some kids that you watch it. I don't know if you watch HBCU, but you don't think it's some kids that you watch in the HBCU realm that can play Power 5 football and succeed? I'm just asking.
Yeah, of course. I mean, yeah, some, but okay. This is the thing. This is my point. I think HBCU is all about talent for the most part because if you look at it, when Prime was at Jackson State, he locked down the HBCU. It was his to win. You see what I'm saying? And then when he stepped up and he played his two toughest competition games, that would be the Louisiana Monroe, in the two Celebration Bowl games. He lost them 3, right? Then when he
he beat the others, but he played 4 FCS schools besides HBCU schools, and he won 1, and then he lost the other 3. So the Celebration Bowl twice, right. And then the Louisiana Monroe.
The talent thing, because when he leave, who got the most talented team now?
Right now, HBCU.
Yeah.
FAMU.
Okay. So it's a talent thing.
Yeah.
Well, it's gonna be a toss up this year because
it's gonna be a toss up this year. I wouldn't say
it's gonna be between. It's gonna be between FAM and Jackson. It ain't gonna be ifs, ands, and buts about
it. Jackson State is talented. Jackson State is talented.
Got none for Jack. TC, man, listen. Okay. Let's see.
No, bro. I'm just saying we talking about talent for talent, bro. I'm not talking about coaching or nothing. I'm just talking talent for talent.
For the talent, Respect. He still left a couple dollars down there.
He did. He definitely did. But they don't got a quarterback right now. That's my only thing.
That's the problem.
That's the only thing with Fam right now. That's my only concern with Fam is they don't have a quarterback right now.
Dude graduated?
Yeah. That was his Musa. That was his last year.
Oh, okay. I ain't know that.
Yeah, that's the only thing. And TC has a quarterback, so that's the only.
Who the quarterback?
When he played last year,
Jason Brown.
No, Jason Brown got bit.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about no? Oh, I know you think you're talking about number 6.
Was it
don't
6
even
or
matter
5?
who it is, man. Listen, I'm taking FAMU to win it all day, every day.
I don't know because the best quarterback plays for Alabama State now.
Yeah.
Your boy Body, Andrew Body played for Alabama State. He left Texas Southern. So I like right now in the SWAC. If you ask me to pick a team, I'm going with Alabama State right now because they got the best quarterback. And 9 times out of 10, whatever school in the SWAC got the best quarterback win the SWAC.
Junior, huh?
Huh?
I said you believe in old Eddie Junior, huh?
I believe in Andrew Body. I believe in Andrew Body. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. I believe in Andrew Body. I'm not gonna say I believe.
I ain't gonna lie. Be honest. I do like Andrew Body. So I like dude. So I can see what you're saying. But
you see what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, so this is what I'm okay. So I think somebody asked us this. So let's take FAMU team last year. You don't think it's some teams that's in Power 5, some lower level Power 5 team that Fam could have played with last year?
No.
Nobody.
No, nobody.
They could have played with Vanderbilt.
Play with them. What I mean, see, playing with them is being a close game and losing. Let's just say actually win the game. Nah, I don't see them beat nobody.
But you think every Power 5 lower? We just saying lower level Power 5. We talking about the Vanderbilts.
Yeah, they still run
the Stanfords. You think they run through them?
Yeah.
Okay.
At that point, it come back to the coaching and the resources.
But last year they had. I ain't talking about the coaches. Listen. This is just me. If your coach don't get it done this year at Miami, you want to take Willie Simmons?
No, I want Prime.
Yeah, you're not getting.
No, not the way you criticize him. No, sir.
I want Prime. Give me.
I'm just asking you, but what? That's my question. Is you wouldn't take him? You wouldn't take Willie Simmons?
I mean, yeah, for sure.
But so that's what I'm saying. I think Willie Simmons gets them over the hump against a lower level team if it's close. We talking about a Vanderbilt. We talking about a Cincinnati last year. We talking about I think they give South Florida. I think last year they gave South Florida
last year though.
How much they lost by?
But see, I'm talking about
3.
That was
they did play South Florida last year.
And but they was up on them too.
Close. I mean, that means that don't get you a win. Though.
It don't get you no credit. I'm with you on that, bro. I'm with you on that.
So that's why I'm
with you on that. So hold on. So the question is, so everybody can answer this. Y'all 3 that's up here. Do you guys have any concerns with the defense and the coaching staff on the defense? And we're gonna start with Law Dog because I know you got some. Go ahead.
I feel like it's more the unknown than I don't know what the question.
That's all I'm saying. That's why I don't have a problem because it's the unknown.
Well, the original question was what's your what are you looking for on the defense in the spring, right? Or into the season? That was the original question. And when he answered it, then that's when I rebuttal say you don't have any questions about the coaching staff based upon his answer.
Okay, if y'all was to ask me what I'm looking for, I'm honestly looking at the 2 deep on both the trenches. I'm trying to see what the first 5 gonna look like and who come in behind them and vice versa. Who the first, whatever defense they run in. I'm trying to see what the trenches talking about because the rest of that's gonna be interchangeable. And then I want to see who walk out, as well as it really don't matter, but I want to see like what Shadur do with that ball as far as like who is his go-to guy. Because I know some of the guys not gonna be there, but I'm looking for Omarion Miller to be a transfer portal candidate. But other than that, the 2 deep in the trenches.
Hey man, you can cancel that one out, dog.
Yeah, I don't think he's going nowhere.
Ain't going to no Nebraska, dog.
Yeah, I don't think he's going nowhere either.
But y'all got to think about it, bro. Listen, 17 receivers, right? Y'all only got 17.
We got 13 right now on the roster. That's all we got out counting. We got 13 on the roster right now. 13.
So somebody. I mean, then you got these senior guys. So you got the quote unquote the Webster. I think this gonna be Jimmy, Travis, and everybody loves Shepard. And then you got a tight end. So my thing is, if I'm Marion Miller, I'm looking at it like I can't afford to have another season like I did last year. See what I'm saying? I need the opportunity to boost my.
But all of them are gone after this year.
Okay, yeah, and Shador is gone as well.
Okay.
So my thing is your stock already high. So my thing is getting the Porter, go catch you a bag. Come to Nebraska, we're gonna give you about $150K. And then
And eat corn.
and then we got the number one quarterback that just came out. So
Well,
come
you
in.
better get Trev Albert.
Oh, we
But
not
here's
worried.
the thing. Here's
I
the
mean,
thing. Here's the thing when you talk about that, Law.
what is the AD?
What's the president?
I mean, to the football program, it ain't gonna matter.
Yeah, it's a problem when you're losing them, though. It's a problem, especially alumni. That man is Nebraska, and for him to leave, and he was getting paid the money he was getting paid. That's an issue.
It don't matter though. The gang gonna go on without you. You know what I'm saying? No matter who you is, which you is. You know what I'm
But
saying?
but whatever is going on there, Law Dog, is where I'm going. When a person like that leaves, it's something going on, and when that happens, it's going to impact the football team.
Sound like y'all got a few people that might quote unquote be leaving too now, Steven. So
Well, they're going to be leaving for promotions.
well, I'm just saying might be some things going on, Steven.
It's always something going on. It's promotions. It's promotions. But see, that's what I'm laughing at, Law Dog. When it comes to your Nebraska, now you know if that was CU and that was the case that your AD and stuff was gone and president, you know y'all be saying something.
I
Come
don't.
on now.
I've
Go
never.
ahead.
Facts.
I don't understand. I don't even look at that stuff. Like to me, that doesn't matter. If a coach leave, like a problem. Like if Ohio State AD left, oh well. But the running back coach leaving is more of a like, whoa, you going to Michigan? That's more of a like, why? When you got two of the best running backs in the nation, I would consider that more of a problem than seeing a AD leave. Because I mean, what does it matter?
I said this. I was just talking about that earlier with somebody about the running back coach from Ohio State going to Michigan.
Yeah, that was huge.
But for me, Law Dog, why do you want Mario Miller to go to Nebraska so bad?
Well,
When you want him to go to Miami, where y'all need some help at wide receiver?
Well, he won't get the ball.
I'm actually a fan of the kid, and I feel like he was already committed there. And we need a stud. We need another stud. We got two transfers, but
listen at this. This the thing. He gonna be in the 8-man rotation. Again, he gonna be in the so that means he gonna see. Bro,
okay.
hold on. He gonna play. He gonna play, Law. Let's not act like Amari we don't think Amari Miller gonna play. I think he the fourth. So if we go forward, like I say, it's not gonna be 11 personnel all the time. So if we go forward, I got a Mario Miller on the field. You understand what I'm saying?
Coach Dre.
So yeah, go ahead.
I have a question for you. Why would you leave when every scout in America is going to be in Colorado?
Because
And regardless of what he does on that Saturday, they're going to watch that young man every day in practice. And if he performed like he's supposed to perform, that's all he needs to do. And then he put up the numbers he's going to put up when he comes to running and all the other stuff like that. He going to get his bag. So it's all about you need an opportunity to showcase. You need an opportunity to showcase, and you're going to have a quarterback that everybody's going to be looking at. He's going to get his opportunities,
Right.
perform, and your money comes.
man, listen, y'all. First of all,
And then he only 1 or 2 injury away from being the starter, man. I mean, act like
first of all,
he
talking
fifth
about
down on the depth chart.
ain't
The
nobody
kid
giving.
gonna get PT.
All right, y'all, man. Law Dog is not a Nebraska fan, dog. Let me just say, Law Dog is not a Nebraska fan. He just got a bet going on with all the CU fans about
It's
the
not
Nebraska
even
game.
that. I'm just looking at it from understanding of what y'all got opposed to like, because everybody, you were just talking about it a couple shows ago about the attrition. You said nutrition, but you meant attrition.
Yeah, I meant attrition. Yes.
Yeah, you meant attrition. So it happens, bro. So I don't know why like it's far fetched. You've seen like people that wanted Belendikov transfer and go to another school, so it ain't just too far.
Here's me personally, right? I don't think he's leaving just upon the fact of his relationship with Corey Phillips. That's the reason why I don't think he's leaving. But also with 4 receivers leaving, you're gonna be the man next year. Like
Hey,
I don't think you walk away from this opportunity.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. I think that's not a great gamble, bro, because you don't know who the quarterback gonna be next year.
It's a great gamble. It's a great gamble because he could put his numbers up this
year. Can I ask y'all a question? Let's be honest. Do y'all think y'all next year quarterback is on y'all roster right now?
No, sir.
No, I don't. Not future, but I think the quarterback who probably going to start the years on the roster.
Yeah, that's too many questions for me. If I'm a stud wide receiver, I need
but
me.
Why we going to Nebraska? That kid
gotta go to Nebraska. He can go to LSU, wherever.
Okay, you just saying transfer. Okay, but okay, who the quarterback at LSU? The schools you naming ain't got nobody. I mean, the guys you name. What I'm saying, this all I'm saying, bro. And I think we get lost in this. Is name me your starters right now. If I go 4 wide at CU, just name me your starters, Lo.
I'm gonna go Webster, Travis,
Shepherd.
I mean, you say Shepherd. Okay, Shepherd, of course. And I go to tight end if it's me.
No, but I'm just saying when we go 4 wide, we just going 4 wide. I know when we go to tight end, somebody coming out.
Then who else? I guess what? Little Jimmy, huh? Jimmy Horn.
Okay. So now them your starters, and I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. Now Jimmy injury prone. He ain't healthy right now. So if we take Jimmy out, who the next person to come in?
Miller.
I guess yeah,
Miller.
No, come on, don't go to guessing.
It's Miller.
I'm trying
to solid gold. Let me hold
on. What about little baby?
He didn't name a complete 4 on the first run, Dre.
Did solid gold just say we don't got 8 receivers?
Let's see you, Bud Dynasty.
No, that's solid gold.
No, that's solid gold with that comment down there saying
solid gold is that.
Well, not now he done lost the solid. He just gold because that definitely is not true.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So okay, now I'm gonna just name you my 8. Okay, I'm gonna just name you my 8-man rotation.
Yeah, give me.
Okay, we got Shepherd, you got Webster.
Mm-hmm.
You got
two.
Shepherd, you got Webster, you got Horn.
3.
You got Timmons.
4.
You got Amarion.
5.
You got Baby T.O.
6.
You got Caleb.
7.
you
And
got Cam Markell.
You got
y'all ain't even talking about the freshmen yet. You got
I was
you got Cam Markell. You got Miller.
I was trying to go without naming the freshmen because the freshmen are my 2 kids looking in outside into this 8-man rotation. So what I'm saying is,
well, you didn't say Travis either, so that's 8 right now.
You didn't say Travis. You said
it was a reason for not saying Travis because everybody know that. So I'm saying we got 8. So I'm solid. We got 8. We got more than 8.
Yeah, but I'm not. I don't think he's the 5th guy. I'm saying he's number 1.
But it doesn't make a difference if you perform. As long as you perform when you get in there.
Yeah,
and the key this year, Law Dog, is this. He does not have to think. He is gonna run routes, and if he run his routes, the ball gonna hit him where he needs to be. So,
Law, where we going to be the number 1? I'm just asking, bro. I'm
nowhere.
I already don't told you, Dre Day.
Where?
Come on home where you was about to go.
Nebraska got a number 1. They went in the port and got 2 number 1. So he ain't gonna be a number 1.
Older guys, we got a quarterback that's gonna build with you. He's gonna be throwing it to you. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
but what you saying is, but hold on. Off of what you said, I'm gonna go take the risk to play with a quarterback that I don't know what he's gonna do. And when I can play with a quarterback that I know what's gonna do,
because you not the next guy to come in. You're gonna be on the field. So by that alone, you're gonna see more targets, and then the following year, that's your junior year. You entering the draft. You know what I'm saying? You finna wait. Now, if you go for 500 yards this year, then you come back and your stock not gonna be as high, and then 2 not there. So I'm saying my thing is go catch you a good bag, go take care of mama them, go to get you like 100 to 150. Come on over there with the playbook. You know what I'm saying?
With the playbook.
let me
so what I'm saying. So what I'm go ahead.
Hey Dre, you said stop capping those freshmen are not playing. One thing I would tell you, if it's one coach that don't care about what your class is, if you the best, that's Coach Prime. He gonna play you. If you come out there and handle your business, be in your playbook, and do what you're supposed to do, Coach Brown gonna let you play.
Correct.
I'm telling you, you can go back and look at Jackson State. He didn't start a freshman. You can go back to last year. He didn't start a freshman. So they said that they not gonna play. If they come in there and do what they're supposed to do,
it's on them.
That's
it's
a lot
really
of
on them.
It's on them. That's one coach that I can actually say, if you perform, he will let you play. He won't use that excuse, well, I'm just gonna let them sit back like they do at Georgia, LSU, Alabama, and wait their turn.
That
Your
might be
turn is not.
the thing, though. That might be the best thing for him to wait.
But you said,
depends.
but hold on. But from what you just said, you want us to play. I
You
mean,
want Miller to leave.
That's why I'm telling you, everybody can't eat. Everybody's not gonna be able to eat. That's all I'm saying. Like if
I
you
get
telling me, because listen, you said 13 receivers. I said 17. So that's two
I mean,
more.
that's 13. That's 13. That's there right. It's 13 there
Right.
right now.
Oh, so that make about 15.
Everybody not gonna stay. Everybody not gonna stay. Everybody out of that 13.
It's 13 there in the spring with four
So
wide receivers not there.
A page there, right? Dre?
17.
Huh?
So
You're
Y'all
17,
count
Ross.
Payne. Y'all
yeah,
count Payne's
I be
yes,
coming
sir.
up
Yes, sir.
to talk to you, Dre. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So me and you on the same page. So long as me and you on the same page, I feel like I'm understood.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm counting everybody right now, but I know everybody not gonna be there. Okay, you got 4 kids that's not there. The 2 freshmen, and then Timmons and Baby T.O.
Right.
and Will not there, right?
Yeah, right. And this another point too. You gotta think about it. Them guys already transferred. You know what I'm saying? So ain't no
listen. But what I'm telling you is, but the thing is, all signs say that Omarion Miller is busting behind right now. So y'all gonna have to come in here and beat that man out because he's here in the spring. No doubt that I think Shepard gonna come in here and do his thing. But I don't know about Baby T.O. coming in here and getting reps in front of Miller. So all I'm telling you is you say go to Nebraska. Well, they done went out and got 2 number 1 guys is what Mr. Steve done told you, and the guys that's already there. So we saying we could be going to Nebraska to do the same thing I could be doing at Colorado. I'm just asking.
With the less of a quarterback.
I'm just asking.
The 5th to quote unquote 6th guy. You feel
so
me?
Right now, he between the 4th and the 5th guy right now at Colorado. He could do the same thing at Nebraska.
Oh,
He's not gonna go in there and be the number 1.
Yeah,
He's not gonna go in there and be the number 1, bro.
At best 2.
At best 3 or 4. We in the same boat. Because they got the freshman. They got the other freshman that they like. What's the boy?
Sure
what's
do.
The boy
they do have a freshman. That's correct.
The boy that wanted to come to Colorado. What's that kid name?
Who?
Nebraska.
What's the kid that Nebraska got last year?
Malachi.
Malachi.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm trying to pair them boys up.
But I'm saying we doing the same, but bro, we in the same predicament. That's all I'm telling you. So why I'm going over there with a quarterback, I don't know what that dude can do. I know what 2 can do. So why I'm going, I just don't. You got to make that make sense for me. You always tell me that. Make that make sense for me.
Because at best he's a starter, man. He's not a backup.
At best he could.
Doesn't make a difference.
I do agree that if he go to Nebraska, he will be probably mess around, be their number 1 or number 2 receiver. But at the same time, you know, I don't think it's risk. It's worth the risk.
So
to go over there, man.
50,000 that come with it.
The what?
150,000.
Okay.
I don't.
Okay.
Hey, listen. We done talked about that, and we done already said that. How we feel about the money situation. Sometimes all money ain't good money. I know the money good.
You gotta go with that, man. Come on.
No, bro. Listen. It ain't just me. Go watch Riz. Go watch Coach Riz thing. Go watch
a good chat, man.
Listen, go watch what Coach Riz said. Niggas not respect me, but I know a lot of niggas respect Riz. Go watch what Riz said.
I watch Coach Riz over there with old dude. I check.
No. I ain't talking about that, bro. I'm talking about go watch his own. He got his own YouTube channel and go watch what he talk about when it come down to that money. Just go watch it and come back and tell me what you think. Just go watch it, bro. That's all I'm telling you. That's all I'm asking you to do. Just go watch it. And I'm not saying that it's not a factor. I'm just saying just go watch that and then come back and tell me what you think. But what I'm telling you is I'm not leaving Colorado to go play with a guy that I know Shador. And I see the way he act. Like I said, I just don't think he's going nowhere. I understand what you're saying.
Trust him.
Man.
To go to Nebraska where their quarterback position is not even solidified yet. You're gonna switch over there for that? That's ridiculous.
and the location.
You don't even know. They don't even know who's going to be quarterback. And then if the young kid do turn out to be the quarterback, you don't even know if he's going to be able to stand up to the pressure of college ball. What are you talking about? That's
And you don't
foolish.
know if the coach gonna
Y'all
say
keep talking
if
That'll
stuff
be
go down
foolish,
wrong.
bro. That'll be foolish.
Why y'all so y'all? But y'all love y'all freshmen. Y'all talking about Cam McHale and Dre Line. They coming in there. If they handle their business, it's never a question if they can stand up to it. It's never a question
No,
if Jordan C can
listen,
stand up to it.
Always a
I don't
question.
never hear.
it's always a question. It's
It's
always a
always a
question.
question.
Never hear
But
y'all.
what I'm telling you, listen, what I'm telling you is, if I'm a receiver, I want to play with the guy that's proven to get that I know can get me the ball. And I'm not saying that the Nebraska guy can't, but I know I've been working with this guy. I know how he throw the ball. I know when he get to the certain step, the ball going. When I run this route, it's gonna be
Nothing
there.
about messing up though, Coach Dre. Y'all seen the boy got them get boxed out last year. Prime came in the press conference and said, "I ain't see him doing that practice." And I'm like, "How the hell? I seen it. How you ain't see it, Prime?"
But he was telling you
He's
about
saying
But
consistency.
I think he talking about the consistency and the little stuff.
Consistency.
Football, bro. I keep telling you. I think you don't get me when I say this. Law for Prime. I know he's talented. That ain't even. I don't think that's never. I don't think nobody questioning Marion Miller's talent. Nobody. It's the little stuff that you got to get right, bro. Because if you don't get the little stuff right,
Yeah,
You're not playing.
it's just.
I mean,
I'm not talking about
that
playing. I'm
goes.
talking
That,
about
I'm
life.
saying but that goes without saying, Coach. I mean, me and you don't. I mean, you might be privy to the information, but most of us, we can't say whether he's doing the right or wrong.
Well,
But
but I'm telling you, that's
per,
what I mean, I think that's what Coach
but per
Prime
what he said
telling
though,
you.
he said practice though. That's all he said. He
But
ain't say he got to do
Yeah,
anything in the
but
class.
listen, though, Law
I
Dog,
can
we
put it this
championing.
way: that
We champ.
Jalen Ellis kid who played with
Man,
Colorado last year.
that
Now
was a
he
dumb kid.
commented, and when he commented, he came out and said, Marion Miller, he loves him to death. He's one of the most talented kids you ever want to see, and he's going to do big things. But last year they were not running the right routes that they supposed to have been running when it should have been a
But
12.
who fault was that though?
I'm not going on false, sir. We're not going on false. I'm just
So
saying this
why
here.
you bringing it up? If you saying they not running the right
No,
routes,
no, no, no. I'm bringing it up because just to let you know, it ain't the fact that he's not. You're saying, oh, he's producing. He is producing when it comes to when he gets the ball, he produces. But when you're Coach Prime, you want your quarterback. When your quarterback saying you're gonna do that 10, you need to be on that 10. It ain't no 12 or anything else. So that's all I'm saying.
well, okay. So you telling me the receivers wasn't running the right routes? The quarterback said he didn't like that. He liked more uh routes where it's defined more
I'm
than the
going on what Jalen Ellis said.
okay. But I'm telling you what Shadur said. Shadur said he didn't like the option routes because he couldn't figure out what type of ball he needed to throw.
Correct.
So okay, and the receivers couldn't figure out either. So who does the fault blame? The
Well, the
coaching.
fault blames to the offensive coordinator
Offensive
because the
coordinator.
offensive coordinator should you should make it in football. That's why I like what the defensive coordinator said. It should be simple, and the only thing you need to do is react. That's it for football. It needs to be simple, and you react. Not I got to think about what I'm doing. When you thinking, you're not reacting playing football. You're slower.
Hey, okay, you're right. I agree with you. You're right.
I ain't got to be
All
right.
right, so all right, so with that being said, let's get back to the original question, right? What are your expectations, right? Because we all got all these questions on offense, right? What questions do we have about the defense going into the spring? And do you have any question marks about the coaching staff on the defense?
Well, for me, I would say this here. I would like to see physicality when it comes to that defensive line. I want to see competition. I want to see when it comes to those DBs. I want to see people nervous. And what I mean nervous and I like to see people uncomfortable. You should not go in there thinking that you're a starter. You should think that, but it should go on who performs on that field. So I want to see people uncomfortable, not knowing, hey, I'm starting this week or I'm gonna be on that bench. That's what I want to see. I want to see them hitting each other in the mouth, smash mouth football, them going in there, them being aggressive, them running to that ball. Those are the things I want to see. And then I want to see progression from the linebackers. I have to see it. I like Wester. I like Wester, period. He makes plays. So I want to see people going to the football, and this is something that I don't want to see. I do not want to see more people going out of position. I do not want to see Trevor Woods at linebacker at all. If he's free safety, keep him at free safety. If
He's
you got to
not.
switch,
He's not Mr. Smith. They
okay,
already said he had linebacker, so
yeah,
he go.
okay,
They say he's staying. They say he's staying there. So
okay, and
we
that's I do not want to see that. I do not. I want to see those young players that you got, and this is going to go on the linebackers coach, the inside linebackers coach. He needs to develop. He has to develop those linebackers. Period. He has to develop those, and he got the talent. So as no, you have the talent there. They have to develop. So that's me.
I want to see what I'm gonna be looking for is for the defensive players. I want to see them know their assignments, know exactly what they're supposed to do, where they're supposed to be, when they're supposed to be there. Because when you can do that, you know your assignments. You can move and flow better in the defense. So that was a part of the problem with us last year. A lot of kids didn't know their assignments inside and out, and when you're kind of unsure, your feet stay stuck in the ground. So I want to see them know their assignments, which in turn will allow them to flow a lot better and faster.
go ahead, Coach Bill.
No. Steven said it. Steven said everything I wanted to say, so I'm not going to just reiterate what Steven just said. But y'all trust the linebackers, right? Even though they bring in safeties and putting them at linebackers, right?
But
Okay.
he's been there.
Nobody
Though.
has no questions about the coaching staff going into the spring on the defensive side of the ball, not the offense. We already talking about the defensive side of the ball.
Well, y'all know that linebacker room is suspect from coach to player.
But the defensive line play can help the linebacker play.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I don't see our defensive line. They're not going to be bad this year from lack of talent. So, you know what I mean? I got no questions on their front as long as they have a competent coach. Who's the new coach? The guy that's been there. He's been coaching
from I just know he's from the University of Miami. The dude from the University of Miami. I can't think of his name right now.
Yeah, they got some new guy right there. As long as they got competent coaching, I think they're talented enough on the defensive, line front to, they'll do their job. But that linebacking core, all that shit is so suspect. All that is suspect from coach to player.
But you're only making that statement because you didn't see the defensive line perform last year, which made the linebacking look way suspect than what it is. So if the defensive line improves, that improves the linebacking play.
See, look now you highlight one side of the coin, but then you forget to flip the coin and be like, okay, well then it's gonna really expose the linebacking play, right? Because then there'll be no excuse, right?
It will be no excuse.
So highlight both sides of the coin.
Nobody's saying that. I think that goes without saying. We're telling you that to tell you that if the defensive line is doing what they're doing and we're not getting the same linebacker play, then we know we got to look at the linebackers. I think that just go without saying. We're just telling you that the best linebacker that ever played the game told you the reason he was great was because he had some of the best defensive line in front of him. He would be nothing without them. So all I'm saying is if the greatest to play the game tells you that, then what we expect from, that's all I'm saying. So if we get good play from what I see from McNeil, the block bully, and the other guys that we've been seeing, if we get good play from them guys, we should be getting good play from the linebackers. And if we don't, then I'm gonna come on here and say, Coach K, man, hey, listen, I don't know what we gotta do with coach with certain coaches. Maybe you right, but I'm gonna keep telling y'all that Coach Hart not going nowhere. So I mean, that's just what it is.
And look, that's the best case scenario. Because I said this a long time ago when DJ Lundy did that whole thing. I said, you know what? Now you double down on that line. You forget linebacker. You double down on the line. You double down on just getting the best edges, the best tackles, the best everything you can on that line, and just live with the results.
Hey, have you ever played linebacker, man?
No.
Have you coached the game of football?
His name coach.
Have you played the game of football?
I think he coached basketball, right, Coach? You coach basketball, right, Coach?
I'm saying, have you played the game of football?
Yeah.
All right, so you understand the dynamic of what a linebacker is, right?
Yes.
Do you understand the dynamic of what we call the wash and the trash created by the defensive line?
I understand. Listen,
You
Again,
understand
I'm
what
not.
you understand?
No, no,
Wait a minute. You
hold on,
understand what first level, second level is?
bro. Yes, but I don't want
All
to
right.
keep doing this
So
whole thing. I don't want to
right,
keep going
let me
back and
explain.
just.
Let me explain something to you right quick.
Oh my
So
god.
the linebacker play, it really is contingent upon the defensive line play. If you as a defensive line can't get no pressure, if you can't fill your gap, if you can't acquire a double team, then that allows your offensive lineman to make it to the second level. We call that trash in the wash down here. So when you got linebackers operating in a bunch of trash and wash, it's hard to even see your gap sometimes. So what I'm saying is give the linebackers a chance to operate now in a defensive line that could possibly get some pressure, possibly fill up some gaps, possibly require some double teams, and let's see how they react and perform in that type of situation.
Now what about now here's my thing. Now what if you have linebackers who aren't good enough, who aren't sideline to sideline fast enough, quick enough? What if you have linebackers who guess and aren't instinctual? What if you have let's take it back. What if you have a coach who can't identify good linebackers?
Who said that?
I think we got a good group of linebackers.
Right. I'm
I think we got a group.
Who said that?
I'm not understanding where you're coming from as far as talent at the linebacker position.
because
Hold on, see. So Coach Hart didn't. So Coach Hart he didn't know how to evaluate talent at Jackson State. So Aubrey Miller just became.
hold on, Coach Ray. Hold on, Coach Ray. Let's wind this back. Coach K, since you're making this statement, how do you evaluate linebacker play? I need to know this first, so before you answer questions.
So let me put it to you like this. So let's just use last year's example
super
for
recruiter.
for Coach Hart, and let's just talk about the linebackers that he kind of big up and the linebackers that like he kind of had out there starting, right? Who is our, let's just say, the best guy that he used to bring up all the time? Marvin Ham, right?
Yeah.
The
So
question is, how do you evaluate?
no, exactly, and I'm about to give you, I'm about to break it down to you. So how I evaluate it is obviously I don't know everything when it comes to this, so I trust the opinions of people who do. So when I see a player like Marvin Ham hit the portal, I think to myself, okay, well, if people who know football and know linebackers, they should be able to identify everything that Coach Hart said about Marvin Ham, right? 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 It should correlate, right? Because if
Wrong,
you know
wrong.
ball,
I disagree.
okay. So beauty's in the eye of the beholder, right? That whole thing with
True.
against Marvin
Fact.
Ham.
Yep.
Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Yes.
Okay. Well, interesting. Well, I find it interesting that out of all of the schools, out of everywhere, no one seems to see Marvin Ham the same way that Coach Hart sees Marvin Ham. The same way you saw?
Not yet. We don't the portal sessions are not fully over yet, so we can't really make a assessment of that. Just because you didn't go in the portal when you went in, that does not mean that
He
you're
was
not going to
available
get picked
last
up.
cycle. The
But
last
I
you
thought
cycle
can't
Marvin
he was
Ham went
there.
to Houston.
you're cutting his time frame off. You understand? Now I'm not saying this, but
Marvin Ham got picked up by the Houston Cougars.
he can come in this last quarter and get picked up by Mississippi State or anybody. You never know. So you can't cut his time frame off. You can't say because he's not picked up yet that all the coaches see something that Coach Hart don't see. No, you can't do.
But my thing of this, Coach Trey, you still ain't answered the question. How do you evaluate linebackers? That's what we need to know.
Instinctual
When you
linebacker.
turn the tape on, what are you looking for out of a linebacker? I don't care
I'm
about
looking.
Marvin
Oh, I
Ham
want you to
being
watch it.
in the
I'm
portal.
looking
None of
for
this. I need to know,
I'm looking
how
for.
do you evaluate?
I'm trying to answer your
What do
question.
your
You keep
eyes
asking
tell
it.
you?
You're asking it 3 times. It's not going to change my answer if you keep asking 3 times. I like instinctual linebackers. I like linebackers who are decisive, who are not over here thinking and they go. Juju was our
Okay.
most instinctual linebacker. Whenever you see Juju play, every single time he made a decision, right or wrong, he was doing
Bro,
it with
you
the
gotta
intent.
answer the question, not
I just,
evaluate, not quit walking us around the block and taking us around the block, fam.
I
Answer the
just told
question,
you,
bro.
I like
You talking
fast,
about other giving
instinctual
us examples?
linebackers.
Give us
All right, so
answer the
listen,
question.
Coach K. I'm gonna make it so easy for you. When you turn on the tape and you look at a linebacker, what's the first thing you want to see from a linebacker?
That he's instinctual. He's instinctual.
He don't know. He
He
don't know.
don't know.
Right.
He don't know.
Okay,
Couch coach,
I
couch
just told you that
recruiter.
he's an instinctual linebacker, but that okay,
It's
if
All
it,
right,
that's
so
not
but
good
listen.
enough
is
for
it?
y'all,
Hold on. Hold on. Law, you still there? Law, you still there? Law.
Madden NCAA 14 player.
Hold on. Okay, so law play offensive line. So tell me what. I'm just asking a simple question. When you play guard or tackle, I'm just asking because I didn't know, bro. Say that again. I can't hear you, bro.
I played tackle.
Okay, so when you can get yourself up to the linebacker,
right?
9 times out of 10, the play was successful. If it was a running play,
yeah.
Okay,
so running like a power, or it's going to be a combo.
Yeah. Okay, but if you got up to the linebacker, 9 times out of 10 that play was successful, right?
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, if you didn't get up to the linebacker, that play was unsuccessful, right?
Yeah, he probably made a play.
Okay, so now, don't say nothing else. Hold on, Coach K. So what I'm telling you is, this is what I'm telling you. You just heard it from a D1 offensive lineman that when I can get myself up to the linebacker, instinctual or not, because you go flow to wherever we going. You get what I'm saying? As an offensive lineman, so law at the tackle. If we flowing and I can get this lineman to take him back there take this defensive lineman back to the linebacker and get my hands on the linebacker, I don't care how instinctual you are or what or how great you is, you're not making that play 9 times out of 10. We getting 3 to 4 yards. You get what I'm saying? So your instincts should tell you, if I see my eyes tell me the ball going left, I'm coming down in that hole. But if that offensive line getting up there to me, still getting blocked.
Bro, listen. Y'all are gonna die on this hill. I don't know why. I don't like. I'm trying to think why. The Coach Hart linebacking hill is like the one that y'all choose to die on, because now y'all gonna have to choose.
I'm not talking about Coach Hart. I'm talking about y'all.
Hey, so Coach K, hold on, Coach K. Let me ask you a question. So you say you looking for linebacker instinct. Say for instance, you was in practice, you was at the spring game, or you watching tape. What is it that you see that will make you say a linebacker has great instinct? What is that thing that you see? Or are you just talking words?
Great question. Great question. Go ahead.
So let me put it to you like this. All right. So let's just say, what's a good example? So can I use Juju? Can I use Juju versus like another player on our team?
I don't care who you use and what you use. What is that thing that you see from a linebacker that makes you say, "Oh shit"? Oh, excuse me, Rob. He has great instinct.
Watch this, because there's certain players like Juju who have a good feel for where the ball is going. There's certain players like let's just say Levante Bentley, who guessed a lot. He guessed a lot. He was just choosing different gaps, and he wasn't really feeling where the ball was going. He was just guessing. Juju, when he was out there, which is why his best game against Nebraska, he was sniffing out the ball every which way, blowing up everything, right or wrong.
So basically, let me help Coach K out.
I want Afaru, because Afaru been asking to come up to talk about this. So I'm gonna give him an opportunity to speak right quick.
Go ahead, Afaru. That's what he was here, so I will. That's go ahead, Afaru.
So y'all pretty much talking about how to evaluate linebackers, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We was asking Coach K. Well, we was asking Coach K how he evaluate linebackers. But you finna tell us how to evaluate it. I'm just go ahead.
Well, so each linebacker is different. A lot of people don't recognize that you have your middle linebackers, you have your outside linebackers. So traditionally, your outside linebackers are in space, they play faster, and they have to make a lot of plays in open space. Traditionally, you have your middle linebacker that has to make a lot of plays in a lot of junk, but he has to not only run around blocks, he also has to be strong enough and aggressive enough to put linemen in the hole, to make the lineman take up the hole, because every single time you're not going to be clean for a tackle. What Coach K is talking about, he's correct. So what you would say is this: you want to see a linebacker be decisive in whatever he decides to do. That sometimes comes with a read step or just guard pulls, I'm gone. He's not waiting. He's not shuffling. Guard pulls, I'm hitting the hole. Whatever happens, happens. So I understand what he's saying.
I don't mean to cut you off, Alpha, but that's what I was looking for, the read step. He never said read step, so he just talking to be talking.
Yo, what?
I got it, but he don't coach football. He don't coach football.
I articulated the way that you wanted me to. You hear this?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Hold on, Coach K.
Okay.
Go ahead, Afaru.
Go ahead, Afaru.
So the thing about it is, not only do you need to be able to coach them, you have to recognize their skills. Is this a middle linebacker, or is this really a weak side linebacker? So the kid that they got coming in, Jalen Wester, for example, I think the kid can play. He's really, really good. But his style of play is quick. He runs around blocks. He makes plays in space, blah, 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 blah. I personally, looking at his style, you have to engage with linemen if you're going to be a middle linebacker. He's a Derek Brooks type. Derek Brooks is a great linebacker, but when you put him at middle linebacker, his superpower disappears. His kryptonite is, I don't want to touch linemen. I don't want to touch people. Then you have some linebackers that love that. They love, I was about to cuss. They love that. They're like, come on. If you, just like you was talking about linemen getting to the next level, man, come on the next level. I can't wait to see you come off that nose guard. I'm about to blow you up. There's some linebackers that are like that or physically have the ability to do that. When you 6 foot, 220, 225, I don't care how aggressive you are, at the D1 level, it's very difficult to put a 330 lineman, and they call them put their ass in the hole. Now, if I'm 6'2", 245, DJ London, all right, bro, pull the guard. I'm going to hit him and hit the fullback and everything. I'll just blow the play up. I might not make the tackle. I'll blow the play up and let everybody else make the tackle. So that's kind of how that's the part that I want to see Coach Hart do if he puts him in the right spots. I don't know if Bentley is a middle linebacker. I got to look at his tape. He might actually be in a traditional 4-3. Bentley might be a weak side linebacker. But that's just happened to be playing middle.
But do you think he can? My question: do you think he can cover? I'm not saying that I don't think. I just don't know if he can cover. When you asking a weak side linebacker to take that read step up first, and then get back out to the curl, the flat, or whatever he has.
Right.
That's what I'm. That would be my concern. But this is my question. Here's my question.
So when you're a linebacker and when you say the word cover, it's really route recognition. Something goes out, that means something's coming in. So whatever you do, the real question is, can he play in space? Now he can probably cover the curl, he can cover the flat, and I know we're talking a lot of stuff that a lot of people on here might not be understand, but let me just finish it up. So if he can recognize routes, meaning, okay, nobody took me out, let me just sit and read the eyes of the quarterback or read the hook, and then break when he turns his shoulder and drops it to the flat, I can come down fast. I'm pretty sure he can do that. But now, if you ask him to play man to man, and I think Wester's better than that. That's what I'm saying is, I think he can play it, but it all matters what the scheme is. I don't know what the scheme is, what they're asking him to do, and then if that's the situation where you feel like he can't cover, then make sure he plays first and second down, and then bring in your guy for that third or that second and long. Because as a coach, we got to coach him, but we also got to put them in the best situation to succeed.
So here's the question. Did you watch the linebackers at Jackson State? I'm just asking for
I heard about it. I did. I'm from, I went to Hampton, so I'm very familiar with HBCUs, but I didn't get a chance to play them. What were your thoughts on them?
With the linebacker play that he had when he was at Jackson, when Hart was the coach at coach at Jackson, I think he had the best. When you talking about Aubrey Miller, you talking about the kid that's at Louisville now. I thought those guys were the best in the SWAC.
But if, to be completely fair,
I
thought Jackson State had the most talent than anybody in their conference. I thought Jackson State was the Alabama. Yeah. I thought they were the Alabama of the SWAC.
I agree with that, but I'm just talking about just straight out when you look at what I'm saying. We're not going to talk about the talent. We know that part. Yeah. We're just talking about that when you look at they play. Do you feel like they were coached up? We talking about Aubrey Miller, we talking about him, we talking about Davis, we talking about, I think Brown was the other outside linebacker that second year that they was the best defense in the country.
Right. No, okay. So I'm not gonna give an answer because I didn't watch him, so I'm not gonna be fair.
Okay.
Sound like some haters, some ignorant person. I didn't really see them. If they made it to the pros, they had to be talented, had to be pretty good. You said they were coached up. Was that their first school? Or did they come from another school?
They came from another school. Listen, it was basically a repeat of what Juju did. Nigga came in there, already had it, got on the field.
Well, Aubrey didn't play in Missouri though, did he?
Yes, he did.
No, he did. Nah, his
playing time was real light. He got the bulk part of his development at Jackson State.
No,
I watched Jackson State.
He didn't get the bulk part of development. He just got playing time. Come on,
it ain't the same. It ain't the same.
He wasn't playing major time.
First of all, I don't like how y'all tried to handle Coach K up here because he couldn't enunciate and and speaking football.
That shit weird. That shit weird though. That was
We
weird.
asked,
I'm
but
glad
law,
they show it.
we asked him a simple
I ain't
question.
talking about y'all. I'm
I
talking
asked
about
him a
black
simple
Nah,
people.
question.
I'm glad the
It's
people in the comments saw what y'all did. That
it's
was
the same
weird.
thing you do
That
though,
was
Law. It's the
weird.
same thing you do. It's the same
That was
thing you do.
weird.
Just
That was
ask
weird
repetitive
because
questions.
Rob kept
That's
asking
all.
me over and over again, and then it was crazy because he didn't ask.
But because
Alfred to ask me
listen,
over
Coach
again.
K, you're talking about what somebody's seen from Coach Hart's opinion. I don't care about Coach Hart's opinion. I'm asking you a
But
simple question.
but
What do
okay.
you see that to evaluate a linebacker? That's
Well,
all I
I think
asked. I
I
didn't
think you
ask you for no
answered that.
third story about how Coach Hart said this about this linebacker, but he can't get picked up out the portal. I
And
don't care about that. I'm
I told
asking
you
you,
instinctual.
how do you evaluate? That's different.
Instinctual is something easy. It's something that everybody can comprehend. When you see someone
But
who
Coach
just
K, that ain't
instinctually,
your answer. What you said originally, though.
bro,
Am I right or
run
am I wrong?
the clip back. You're wrong. Run it back.
I'm not wrong.
This
You said, let me give you an example. And your example was you talked about Marvin Ham in the portal. And that's when I stopped you and I said,
Wrong.
I'm
Juju was my example.
asking you, what
Juju
do
was my
you
example.
see? Then that's when you start talking about extinction.
Juju was my example. He was the one who I said that he's more instinctual, and I gave Juju. See, like, come on.
Did
You
you
don't
forget
say
about
what
you
I
talked
said.
about Marvin Ham first? Then you went to Juju?
The example I gave from my point of being more instinctual was Juju.
Okay, well, I mean, we can, but potato. At the end of the day, Afro came up here and gave, like you say, he was talking and I'm not. We're not saying that we didn't
He can
get what you were
articulate it
saying.
better. He can articulate it better.
He just articulated a little better. And like Coach, and like what Dynasty was saying, I think he was looking for one key word for you to say something about them taking a read step or this that. And I'm not saying that you should have said that. I'm just saying that's what CU Dynasty was saying. But when Al-Farouk come up here and when you ask him something, he puts it right on the head. Okay, bro, that's not no knock on anybody. But what I'm telling you is, I don't think it's nothing wrong with the way Coach Hart. Like I say, if these linebackers again, and you're gonna probably say the same thing. If these linebackers do good, or if they don't, or if they do good, most people gonna say, "Oh, well, they already had that before they got there. He didn't. You get what I'm saying? He didn't do nothing." If they do bad, they gonna blame it on him, right or wrong. I'm just asking. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm asking a question.
I think both can be fair. I think somebody that says that's a fair comment. When you say that's fair, if DJ London came to Colorado and he balled out, would you give that credit to Coach Hart?
No.
Okay. But I also understand while he was at Colorado, he still would have to get coached up. He still would have to be able to look at film with Coach Hart, so that's viable. So what's your thoughts? What would you say if somebody like that came and they balled?
What I'm saying is, I know what I would know is you go back and you look at the Florida State. So I know it's certain stuff that he got. So I could, but again, I would not. We couldn't give Coach Hart all the credit by no means of the spectrum. Could you give him all the credit because we already knew that DJ could play. But what I'm telling you is, if DJ went out there and the numbers didn't look the same as they looked last year at Florida State, oh man, Coach Hart again. Oh, Coach Hart, man, boy, he took him down. All they give him 100% of the blame. Then, right? The only person that I've heard not say that is Law Dog. Well, Law Dog say, "Well, bro, I don't really, he just a different version of somebody else. We're not gonna, like I said, we're not gonna say no names."
Right.
So that's the only person I ever heard that from. But I know if his numbers wouldn't have looked the same at Florida State, they'd have blamed that on Hart.
It'd be a great assessment if Coach Hart had a kid that he recruited, that he developed, that gets on the field. Does he do that? I don't know. Do they have any guys like that?
No, they don't. Not one. They don't have one of those.
They have 3 freshmen.
If you listen to Coach K, we don't. But from what they're saying,
we got 3 linebackers. They moved one of the linebackers over to tight end. So only people that's left is Victory Johnson and Kofi. Them the only 2 linebackers that he recruited in last year. That's still there.
So we'll know a little bit more this year to see how they play this year, right? To make an assessment.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What about Jackson State? When they came in, did he have any kids that he groomed, that he recruited, or was most of his guys transfers from bigger schools?
Stop, bro. You put them against the wall.
Oh, JB.
You put their back against the wall.
JB.
No, JD the only kid that came. Everybody else was there.
JB.
Yeah,
JB, not JD. JD went to Texas A&M and went to Louisville. I'm talking about JB,
Brown,
who's still Brown, who's still at Colorado right now.
He's the only kid that came in with him. Everybody else, Ham was already there. Bentley came in from Clemson.
Right. So why he ain't got on the field? Why he ain't coaching more? Because I think more or less what Coach K is trying to do is
he started some games, bro. He started some games.
And that's the
problem.
problem.
I'm not saying he did. I'm saying he started. But all the linebackers did. Nobody who looked good to you besides
right.
Juju.
And I think that's what Coach K saying. He's just saying, I'm taking this man for face value at his word. Like, y'all giving him credit for these Jackson State players, but the same can be said. He had the same opportunity to get, because he got them guys from the portal, and whatever guys he decided to get from the portal last year as well as this year. Okay, so he did get the worst of kid. We're gonna give you credit for that. But I think based upon what Coach saying about last season, he don't think he can identify talent as well as when he have it, coach it, because he go recruit a safety that never really played linebacker, and then so I just think it's more of a
what safety that never played linebacker?
The dude, what's his name? The dude that just moved to tight end.
Morgan Pierce. Morgan.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And that's out of the high school, so we only can give you you got Victory Johnson, but I think he might be in what's the name room, Dancy room. So like I said, I don't know. I really don't have a huge opinion.
But again,
you better hope not. Victory Johnson, that's his last hope. That's
yeah,
Coach
I really
last
have a
hope
huge
right there.
opinion part, bro. But I think
Victory Johnson's still at linebacker right now.
I think he's gonna play outside, like with they ain't Dancy coaching outside backers.
Yeah, but we don't know what they're doing just yet. So,
but let's just say if that holds true. All I'm saying is, y'all can jump in front of the gun for Hart, but y'all ain't do the same thing for a Boyle.
Who jumping in front of the gun for Hart?
I'm saying
y'all dying on this hill. Y'all dying on the Hart hill.
No.
Yeah.
No, I'm not jumping in front of the gun. I'm asking a simple question. What do you look at it? Like, what do you see differently that Coach Hart don't see? That was the question, really. I'm not jumping in front of the gun because I'm the one who asked. You don't. I got questions at linebacker, so I'm not jumping in front of the gun. But I already stated I had questions about it. I'm asking Coach K, how do you evaluate linebackers, right?
But you're asking the wrong question. The right question should be, how does Coach Hart
listen, Coach K,
listen.
I gotta ask you this because how I evaluate linebackers is probably not the same way you evaluate linebackers. So I'm asking for me. So I'm not asking the wrong question.
I guess, man. I mean, I just don't know why. We even be going hard for Coach Hart. That should be crazy to me.
Who you got starting, Rob? Who you got starting at linebacker for CU right now? Even though we haven't seen the spring, but from your vision, from your research,
I'm taking Keith.
I want to know why you go so hard against Coach Hart. Like, what are we talking about? That's the other side of the coin. Why you go so hard against him, bro?
Because y'all did the same thing to a Bill or
get out my way, Law. Get out my way, Law. Coach K. Why you go so hard against Coach K? I mean Coach Hart. Like, what's up? You asking why we go so hard for him? Why you go so hard against him?
Because he's holding his team back.
How do you know he's holding the team back?
So hold on. Question.
How do you know he's holding the team back when they came? By the time all these coaches got to see you, they got whatever they had left in the portal and whatever they had on the team. So you really make
I just got one question. I just got one question. This is what I want to ask Coach K. Does the defensive line play any part in the linebacker play?
Yes, it plays damn near almost everything. Hold on. Yeah.
Go ahead, Steve Buff. I just need to ask a question.
I say yes.
Go ahead, Coach K. I'm on the highway in the bad signal here too.
I say yeah. Go ahead. Rob, you were saying something?
Okay. So with that being said, right? You say that the defensive line plays a part, right? So so when you looked at last year's, are you taking into account the defensive line that wasn't really creating pressure? Did that hurt negatively against the linebackers or positively? Right? That's the question I just want to know in that sense, because if you're knocking Coach Hart, well then you got to knock the defensive line coach in that sense because of the play of the defensive line or the defensive coordinator in that sense, right? everything can't just be like on the linebacker because who's in front of them?
Can I answer his question? Let me answer. CU Buzz down. He said, "Why I go so hard against my biggest thing as a coach. Let's say all the coaches, right? You need to have 1 to 2 things. There's 1 to 2 things, and it's okay if you're really good at one. Either you can identify talent or you can develop talent. If you can do one of the two, you have something that you can bring to the table. You know what I mean? Like I think Coach Mathis, I think he can develop talent, right? I think certain coaches can identify talent and maybe not be so good at identifying talent. But when we look at Coach Hart, can he identify talent? No. Can he develop talent? To be seen. So what am I going hard for him for? If he can't do neither of the two that we need him to do, if he can't identify it or develop it, what is he doing?
So what makes you say that he can't identify talent?
My dude, the linebackers he's recruiting, the linebackers that he has identified that he had, I'm not, I don't want to keep going in circles.
We're not going in circles. I'm asking this for a reason, right? If you're saying that the D line plays a part, there's got to help the linebacker play also.
Talking about linebacker. I'm just talking about how Coach Hart looks at his linebackers. I'm not looking at the totality of the defense. I'm just isolating one group. I'm isolating one group, so we can stop talking about let's isolate it. Let's just talk about one group.
I get what you're saying, but if the defensive line is not performing, that plays a part in impacting the linebacker's play, right or wrong.
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
so you're saying that he can't. So you're saying he can't identify this talent, right? Marvin Ham was already there before they got there, right or wrong?
Yes, but Rob, the same thing you're saying is I can say that for wide receiver. I can say, oh, a wide receiver is as good as his quarterback because he's reliant on the ball getting to him. I can say the same thing, but at the same time, we have to isolate one group, right? Eventually, we have to look at the wide receiver and be like, why is your depth at this route instead of this? Why aren't you creating much separation? Why aren't you know what I mean? Like, why is he like this and that? Like, I'm just isolating it. Let's just isolate it. Let's just talk about one thing. Let's not keep going back to the same thing that they're relying on.
No, I'm not. I'm just asking a simple question because when you see the linebackers this year, right, and they perform, then what is going to be the excuse? Because you don't like Coach Hart. We get that, right? We understand that part. I'm just asking a simple question. You know what I'm saying?
I don't like him.
So the audience can understand. That's all.
Rob, I just told you. Either you have to be able to do one or the other. Identify talent or develop talent.
But here's the thing, which you're not listening, right? You're saying that, right? And I'm saying, what makes you give an opinion? What makes you say that he can't identify talent when when we both agree that the defensive line does play a part? So now he's got the same linebacking room, to be honest, pretty much like last year. So if they perform, what is going to be the major difference?
Let me ask you this question. Let's just use this example, right? Let's use TCU versus Nebraska. Let's compare both the teams against each other. Now, the same defensive line that played against TCU was the same D line that played against Nebraska, right?
Correct. We understand it. But here's the thing, Coach K. I have a video on my platform where we broke down the linebacker play, right? The linebacker play was still terrible. No matter how you want to slice the TCU game to Nebraska game, the linebacker play was still terrible. The same D line.
All right, now let me finish, right? So watch this. Nebraska was a better team at running the ball than TCU, right?
Right, and the linebackers ran right behind each other.
All right, now what was the biggest difference from the Nebraska game to the TCU game?
No, the linebackers did the exact same thing in both games. They both ran right behind each other in gaps.
You're not saying the right answer. The right answer is Juju.
No, I am saying the right answer because that's what happened.
Played.
I did a film breakdown of this.
He had a really good, polished, instinctual linebacker that played against Nebraska.
And Coach K, when you do all this third, what did Marvin Ham do in those games? Right behind Juju. Right behind Juju.
Yo, are you not listening, Rob?
I get what you're saying. What you're saying is, here's the difference with what you're saying. Bentley started TCU game, and Juju came and played the second game, right? Juju's a better linebacker than Bentley. That's what you're saying. That's all you're saying.
All I'm saying is that with that same defensive line, a good linebacker was still able to do his job.
No.
Oh my God! Now you're gonna say no, he didn't.
No.
You're gonna say, oh, okay. Okay, you got it. You got it then. You got it then.
No, I'm being honest because the D line. You're making my point. You're making my point, right? In this situation, the D line still played a part in that. Like, what? I don't get it. But moving forward, man, I'm over this. But moving forward, right? Do anybody got any questions outside of Coach Hart? Do anybody got any questions about the coaching staff?
No. So is Sal back? Is Sal coaching, or is he still kind of recovering?
He's still on leave right now.
He's still out on leave right now. I think his health. So I mean, I think we said that at the beginning. You want to hear? I think that's the only question that we have is Coach Sal going to be coaching this year or not? I think.
I mean, y'all will be all right. The other dude look like he poised to come in and take over.
But is D. Lewis? Is he a coach or he is an analyst?
I think I don't know, but I think right now I think he's sitting in that spot right now that Sal would hold up right now. So
they didn't put official title out there for him
they haven't put a title, so I don't know. But I think for right now he's sitting in Sal's seat because he wouldn't, if he was an analyst in certain stuff, he wouldn't be able to do that. I've seen him kind of do, and so I wouldn't say he's an analyst right now. So but I don't know for sure.
So in other words,
Sap is a graduate assistant, right?
Yes, sir.
Correct.
So is he in school right now?
Hey, bro, don't get me.
Can you be a graduate assistant if you're not in school?
Nah,
I mean he's taking some form of classes. What them classes are?
No. I'm just saying, for you to be a graduate assistant at a school, you have to be at that school. You can't be at DeVry down the street and say I'm a graduate assistant at Colorado. Correct. So that means he's enrolled currently right now. He has to be enrolled to be a graduate assistant. Correct. Okay.
Now, what classes and what he doing, I couldn't answer.
That's cool. Hey, just as long as you enroll, they don't care about that stuff. You know, people used to take basket weaving back in the days just to stay eligible. So it is what it is. I just didn't know if he was enrolled or not, or we have to wait until the fall because he can't say he's a graduate assistant if he's not even in school.
No, he's a graduate assistant, so he's enrolled at CU.
Okay. Yeah, that's probably what he's been doing lately. Is just getting his work together, probably getting some classes.
Hey, Coach K, can I get your way too early Colorado prediction as far as record wise?
We've been through this already, Law.
I don't remember though. I just want. Can you refresh me?
Don't worry about it.
I'm saying, can you refresh me?
They gonna be good.
I'm saying, what's the record though?
They gonna be good.
Oh, boy, I tell you, Coach can't tell you was all in my DM showing me a bag of money, but
Law. I hope you know. Week 2, Law.
Okay,
that's me and you.
Say less, brother.
But so nobody got no questions about nobody else on the coaching staff, or no players, no battles or anything of that nature.
I mean, you don't know what type of defense they're gonna run. I mean,
that's the biggest thing. We said like that's the reason why I said I didn't really have no questions because I don't. But he said in his interview that he was gonna let his talent decide what kind of defense he was gonna run. And you can go watch it on
1, 5, 6, 7 if he gonna go out talent.
Yeah. Do y'all like that? I mean, like. Oh man.
When you say do you like it? I can't say I dislike it. I'm just saying the man said he gonna see the talent. He gonna see what he got. I guess, and once he sees what he's got and what they do best, then he's gonna conform to what they do best. I think that's what he's saying, not necessarily that he don't.
Good secondary play. That's kind of our shtick, right?
No. I just see us playing a hybrid defense, but we just got to figure out what pieces we got.
You don't like the secondary neither, Law?
Yeah, but I mean, if you gonna give him the best of what y'all got,
it's our secondary.
Well, I mean, what's good about the secondary for real? Let's be honest.
No. Let's keep it 1,000. The secondary was bad last year because they had to cover for about 18.5 seconds. If we keeping it all the way 1,000.
But but Coach K, that's the only thing I think we were trying to get you to see about the linebacker play. That was it. Like, you get what I'm saying? You can't ask them boys to go. You can't ask them boys to go out there and cover no 20 seconds if you ain't getting no pressure. Right. That's what makes the defense look bad. That's all I was saying. It's the same thing. That's all I was saying. That's all I said. I said that.
Hey, Coach, 30 minutes ago. But that statement you just made, Did you figure that out during the season or after the season?
What statement?
When you said you can't ask them boys to cover or the linebackers to make.
Bro, me and you went. I think after one game, I told you that. I say, bro, yeah, we look bad on defense, but the you get on offense and you be out there for 30 seconds, and then the defense got to go back out there if they do make a stop, and then you out there and the defensive line ain't getting no kind of pressure. What you? I mean, what? Who? Deion Sanders can't guard nobody for 18 seconds.
Yeah. Okay, but the answer, big dog question, bro. No funny, Trevor Woods, bro. That's the most underrated player y'all got.
Law dog, stop with that bull crap.
I'm dead serious, bro. I actually think Trevor Woods and Shane Coates are actually solid players to me.
Do you think Trevor Woods is your most versatile linebacker?
No, but I think for what
I
he is.
I like Webster. I like Webster over everybody.
No, he said from last season though.
Oh, from last season. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'm going with Trevor Woods and Coates if I had to go 1A, 1B, because like people don't want to give Shane Coates credit, but he played out of position. You know what I'm saying?
Agreed. But how many other people did that though? How many other people did that, Long?
Well, not too many. Maybe Trevor Woods.
Remember Trevor Woods? They say they moving Cooper to safety.
Coop going to safety?
Yeah.
That's kind of seen that coming.
And so what? I mean, okay, so that must gonna open up a slot for
FSU tried to move safety.
Preston Hodge is probably gonna be the inside corner, and then the battle's gonna be between DJ and Kamani for the outside of Travis.
So who gonna be the free safety? Coop.
That's
Coop what?
Coop, Craig. Yeah.
Wait.
Man, that's why I said I don't know, because then where do you play Travis J?
Who's behind Trav then?
Who the backup?
Who's behind Trav then? If you move Coop to safety.
Carmine. I think DJ. I think they can probably play DJ.
What's the name?
Probably gonna be
Adam Hopkins.
Hopkins.
Get the
y'all in trouble.
Stop playing. Yo, bro, hold on. So we gonna move Coop. Damn, he wasn't even that bad.
Bro, I'm not saying. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm not saying that he's that bad. I'm just saying one thing about this guy. I think he thinks that Cooper could be better in the league at safety. I don't know.
So, Coach Dre, what he doing? What he doing, Dre? What
in the safeties group?
Hey, Law.
Say that again. Say that again,
Are y'all saying that because he worked out in the safeties group, or is this credible?
No. Yeah, that's the only reason I'm going off. So it might be wrong. I'm going off because I seen him.
Because he might be working out that even the numbers.
But listen. Then when they told the guys to go with their coach that day when they was doing the little whatever.
Okay, he went over there.
That's the only reason. That was another. I saw him working out with the safeties, and then I saw him go in that group.
But wouldn't Cooper
Carter Stoudemire gonna be over there too, huh?
Yeah, I'm about to say, wouldn't Cooper be like third string or fourth string at safety? Because think about it. You got Shiloh in what's the kid name? Solomon Craig, right? You also got TJ. You still got Slusher. You got Hunter. You got a lot of damn safeties back there.
Hunter ain't at safety. Hunter not at safety though. Alpha. But he
Hunter. I mean, what's his name?
Vito.
You talking about Vito?
TJ. Well, you got TJ. You got Slusher. Ain't there a Hunter? Ain't it a kid that just came from Idaho?
Yeah. You got him. He's the one that Jackson State.
I do agree with y'all. We got too many safeties. That wouldn't unless one of them guys might have got moved to Kona. I don't know. But what I'm saying is with that guy working in the NFL, I just think he moving some guys around that I think he would be better to make the NFL.
And my bad. I said Hunter. Somebody said it was Smith. My bad. His name Herman.
Yeah, Herman Smith.
Yeah.
So Coach Dre, what he doing with you when you see all the moves like this, right? You see him switching people around. And you hear him from his interview, and he say he takes a 30,000-foot view. He's looking down on the players and seeing who actually needs to be where, and he's making the applicable changes, the position changes. That's what he's doing.
I mean,
so that's what I'm saying. We may have had some kids last year that may perform fairly decent in a position, but that's not the best position for them. He's moving them around to what he feels like going to be the best position for them inside of what defense he gonna run.
I think a lot of people forget the springtime is the evaluation time. So if you're going to move position to see something, the springtime is the best time to do it versus waiting till the fall. So, I mean, it's a good decision to make some of these changes right now just to see what these players evaluate, at. And then it'll tell you, they should go back to their position of where they should stay at. So,
but if it don't, but the thing that's kind of worrisome. I'm just looking from an outside view. You already deep at that position. So for those kids to get reps, if you want to test it out because you're weak at that position, I get it. When you're already deep, let them play their position, because if they have to move back after spring, you just wasted a spring and they're not getting on the field at that other position anyway. They got to split on the defense.
I agree, but like I say, I'm just going by what I saw. So it might not be that way. He might still be at corner, but I'm just saying what I saw when we watched the video.
I tell you this: see, you the king of showing you nothing and showing you nothing at all, saying nothing and saying nothing at all.
They are. They are.
I don't. It just don't. Nothing really adds up, and I always.
But the thing is, it's the same thing. Like I just peeped. Did nobody tell me that Smalls, I said something about Smalls a week before, I think a week or two before he even came out. And it's just because I saw him on the offensive side of the meeting room. And I was just like,
I think that's a great move for what they did. But then I'm to even go back to the point where we started about the so let me ask y'all this, because I want to get off the defensive side of the ball, because I'm unfamiliar. I can't say. But on the opposite side of the ball, like, how much do you think the tight end gonna get some burn?
With Pat Shermer offense, you will see the tight end being utilized more, but how much real burn, and out of 80 snaps, probably 30 snaps, 30, 35.
He loves his tight ends. He loves his tight ends.
I think you see half the snaps with a tight end, especially like in the red zone area. You definitely
so basically, you saying you don't see the Cincinnati playing a big role this year?
I'm not gonna say that. I see him more as a red zone threat, him catching a lot of touchdowns. But
what's a lot of touchdowns to you? Like, if you was just to say, give me his stat line for the year. Just way too early. Just if you was to throw something out there.
I do think he'll get probably 8 or 9 touchdowns on the season. That's truly what I believe. As far as how many catches, person wise.
So you saying, okay, I see what you're saying.
It could be.
You said
he's gonna be more of a red zone.
He might not have a lot of catches, but in the red zone, he's gonna be a target.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I like that.
So he's gonna have similar. How many touchdowns did the tight end from last year have?
He had like 5 or 6.
5 or 6.
Like 5 or 6. Yeah.
So it's gonna have similar stats to him, you think?
I think he's gonna get utilized more.
Okay.
Especially in the run game, but I just in the red zone, Shador is gonna probably look for him first in the sense, or the play's gonna be designed for him first.
Not in the run game though. He's a terrible blocking tight end. You know that, right?
Yeah. So they probably use
your boy might start, but the other kid might start.
Smalls. I like Smalls. I like Smalls.
He can't block nothing.
Coach K, what I'm saying is them using 2 tight ends in the red zone, which if they go play fake, he's gonna be the option that they're throwing to, in a sense. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
You saying off the run game, he's gonna be the play action.
Yes.
Get into the flats.
How many 4 wides? Out of 80 plays, how many plays you think they'll probably do 4 wides? 4 at least 4 receivers without a tight. How many plays you think without a tight end?
You said 80?
Well, I already said out of 80 plays, I already said like 30, 35 is gonna be with a tight end. So the rest of them is gonna be without.
So so then, if that's the case, how many yards you think Alto gonna have?
He gonna go for 1,000.
500, about
5,000.
They ain't going for. I think he's going for a.
Here's always the dicey thing, because with Flea always like to rotate the running backs. I don't care. Jackson State, Colorado, he do the same thing. He rotates running backs too much.
I forgot about that.
So
you do like to rotate the back.
You start looking at things like that, you want to say 1,000, but I think Alto is gonna be around 800.
Do you think Alto will run the plays when they have a tight end, and then Dylan will run the plays when they're more spread out?
I think they're gonna have more design runs. I'm gonna say that. And I think like more stretch runs for Dylan to get him on the outside perimeter.
So more jet sweeps and sweeps.
So yeah. So when you
sweeps.
say that, so what you mean? You mean like you saying, are we just gonna bring Dylan in for 3rd down? Is that what you asked? I'm just asking, bro. I'm just trying to get an understanding.
No. Just certain. You guys know, like a lot of people like to spread you out to run the ball. So he may look at it and say, I'm going to spread you out so you bring in your nickel backs or your linebackers get out of the box, and then I'm going to just run right at your linebacker. So I'm just saying, when they come in those spread sets, do you think it's wiser to use Dillon in those spread sets because he puts such a threat on you in the passing game? Or do you think they'll use the bigger back like Alton to run the ball, but be spread out as well? Because he told me that about 50 to 60 plays, they're going to be in four wides with one running back set. I'm just trying to figure out what your thoughts are.
But I mean that sounds about right. But I think bro got 40. I got it 40. You saying 80? I got it 40-40.
But the reason why I'm saying this because I do take account to like what Bartoloni did at Jackson State his last year with the tight end. I think it's gonna be a mixture of that, and it's around like 30 plays they use the tight end, 50 plays they went 4 wide.
Okay.
And that's the reason why I'm giving that reason because I think now that you take Sean Lewis out and you got Bartoloni and you got Pollard. They're going to make it designed to look like what they did their last year at Jackson State.
Okay.
And that's why I'm saying.
Can I make it easier for me, just for my mind? Because I hear what you're saying, but I'm kind of getting jumbled up with just trying to. So when you got 100%. So as far as passing and running, what's the percentage you and Coach Dre say?
So when I'm saying 80 plays, I said 30 to 35%.
Well,
right?
no, I'm just saying
30 to 35 plays, right?
Well, I don't even want to go plays.
It's like a 65-40.
Okay.
I'm sorry, 65-35 in a sense.
Okay.
That's
with a tight end or without a tight end. I got you.
Yes.
Right.
Mr. Marcus, Wilkinson had 1,000 yards at Jackson State with Shador. But listen, Wilkinson was the third team running back going into the season. He didn't take over till after like the third or fourth game, and he got 1,000. Like y'all don't understand. Flea will rotate the running backs in. So could Otto get 1,000? Yes, he could. But Flea always rotate the running back so often that it's hard to get 1,000 yards with the rotation that Flea be doing
and get that rhythm.
You was asking what percentage we believe gonna be running pass. That what you was trying to say?
Yeah. I was asking you. Rob answered. What about you, Dre?
I'm 60-40, but it can change. What I'm saying 60-40 either way each week. So whichever one we doing better, I think that's what we gonna do. So that's why I say 60-40. I got 60-40. Whichever one we doing the best, that we gonna get to 60, and the other one gonna get to 40. So that's how I look at it.
Oh, okay, cool.
I still think they probably would use the short passing game as their runs. Like even if the line is good, I got a feeling they still gonna use the screens as like running plays.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mute Buff Dynasty, Rob. I mean, Rob.
Yeah. Mute. Dynasty.
I got you.
Yeah. Bad.
But I just think they will use the tight end more than what they used them last year. Percentage wise, they gonna they'll use 2 tight ends. They'll go 1 tight end. But I just look at it and say 30 to 35 plays that they'll have a tight end out there. Just because Pat Sherman does like to use a tight end, she do like to throw to the tight ends, in a sense. So which going to limit the outside how many receptions they get a game.
Right. And so for clarification, Rob, you said you had them losing 4 games.
3 to 4 games, yeah.
Trey, you concur?
Yes, that's what I got. Yes, sir.
Coach K, what you got?
They'll be a very talented team.
Damn, I ain't get them. I tried to get them, y'all. I ain't trying to come up off of it. But all right, man,
And what you got? What you got?
They have a very talented team.
Y'all.
Y'all. Listen. We finna end this. We finna jump on Twitter. We're gonna be in the Twitter Spaces. So everybody pull up on Twitter right quick. We're gonna just take this conversation over to Twitter, man. Appreciate everybody for jumping on right now. But we finna go jump on the Twitter Spaces and rock out for the next couple hours. So we'll see y'all over there, man. Appreciate everybody.
Have a good one, y'all. Have a good one.
All right, salute.
All right.